My friends and I, we bought tickets to go to Disneyland.
That's normal behavior. And how many are there of you?
There are 3 of us.
Okay.
3 grown adult women going to Disneyland.
Right.
And, it's California, so I just assume you can take marijuana everywhere.
Wait. I know that marijuana is legal now, but that doesn't. Why would you assume you could take it to Disneyland?
I just thought, oh, it's cool.
It's a like famously, and this is not any knock against Disneyland, but it's a famously buttoned down place. They really run a tight ship at Disneyland.
You can take a carton of cigarettes. You can drink at California Adventure. So I figured you can also just get high at Disneyland.
So wait, okay. So this is what you thought. Now tell the story.
So I had a tin of chocolate. Marijuana chocolate, and
edibles.
Yes, edibles, and I had it in my bag, and I didn't hide it, so it was like this tin that said marijuana chocolate, and then the guy opened it, and he looked at me.
You got to tell the story. The guy, you're going through the gate.
So I'm going through security, and the guy opens my bag, and it literally just falls out. I'm not even trying to hide it.
And it says marijuana chocolate on it.
And these are the guys that are kind of dressed like old-timey security guys, like little white captain's hats.
Yeah, they're dressed like old steamship captains.
Yeah. So he looks at me, and he's like, "You can't bring that in." And I look at him and I'm like, "It's California." He's like, "No, you can't bring this in."
It's California.
California Adventure.
Yeah, like
a whole new adventure.
Yeah, 7 knives fall out. You can't come in here with us. Hey, it's California. These are my California knives.
So he's like, "You have to dispose of it." So my friends and I go by the trash can, and we're thinking, we're not going to dispose of this. Let's just put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in our pocket, and we'll walk in. And, we just didn't hide it right.
So wait, they told you, you were directed by these old men dressed as steamboat captains to go over and throw out your marijuana.
Okay. So we get to the trash can, and then we're putting it into a Ziploc bag, and 2 other security guards come up to us. And they're like, "We see what you're doing."
Oh my God.
And we were
incredible.
like, we weren't trying to hide it. We're trying to just put the weed in a Ziploc so we can take it inside. She's like, no, you can't bring it into Disneyland.
Right. Which I thought was clear the first time.
It was.
I thought it was clear when they said you've got to go dispose of that, and there's the trash can. Was that not clear to you?
It was, but you know what? Also, the guy who looked at me like, "Come on, try to hide it." The guy who first checked my bag. So I was like, "Oh, this is this is like a secret." Like, obviously, he's just saying like, "Hide it. It's cool." But he did not mean that. He meant get rid of it.
Right. And I'm just going to say this because I'm a big fan of Disneyland. And of the Disney Corporation and the products they make. When they say something, I listen. And so, Disney, if you're listening, I want you to know I'm listening. And Sona's not. So, Sona, what happened?
So then the lady comes up to me, the security guard and another security guard, and they're like, "We see what you're doing. You have to dispose of it." So I said, "Okay," and I just threw it away. And she says, "You can't throw it in the trash. Kids will go in there and take it and eat it."
What?
Yeah. So I said, "I don't know what to do with it." And she says...
Speaking as a former Disney trash can...
That's right.
Not true.
This is insane.
Yes.
You were, and this isn't even a joke, ladies and gentlemen, in podcast land.
Yeah.
Matt Gourley worked at Disneyland, and you were dressed up as a...
I was not dressed up as a trash can.
What were you then?
I remotely operated it.
Oh, I thought you were dressed up as the trash can.
No.
I thought
it's much better.
I thought that your job right before meeting me
was that years ago.
Yeah, right, like a year ago. Is that they put a trash can on you and you had to waddle around and go, "I'm a trash can. I eat shit and refuse.
And I'm always high.
Yeah. So many people have thrown marijuana out inside me.
Here comes that Conan lady again.
Oh, that Conan lady's here.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is why I keep failing the LSAT. I want to be a lawyer, but I can't." It's a trash can that dreams of being a lawyer.
Yeah.
Is actually really brilliant. But because you keep throwing marijuana out in its hatch, he's too high and he can't pass the LSAT.
I'm doing
This
that?
is a story I just created, and guess what? Disney, if you want it, it's yours.
Oh my
That's a
God.
great Pixar movie.
Yeah.
So the security guard comes up to us. She says, "Listen, either you dispose of it or your day ends here. For Mickey's sake, please make the right decision."
Oh, this shit drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Someone used to work there.
Wait.
So she said, "For Mickey's sake." And I said, "Whose sake?" She goes, "Mickey's." And I said, "Mouse?"
She said, "No, Rourke." for Mickey Rourke's sake, because look what drugs did to his career.
Mickey Rourke.
This is what they say every time I go to Disneyland. They're like, for Mickey Rourke's sake. But this happens a lot. Anyway, go ahead.
So she
like, really said for
She said for Mickey's sake.
They used to always say, like, have a Disney day. The managers and everything. It's gross. It's a cult.
Don't say that.
Weird.
It's
what
weird.
You're
supposed to do.
No, I'm not talking on.
I'm not going to have anyone badmouth.
No, it's a cult back behind the walls.
Yes, you could tell. She did the way she was acting.
It's very successful. They make a lot of money, and I'd like to work for them someday.
Okay. So Scientology.
All right. So she said for Mickey's sake, and I was like, Mouse, and she goes, Mickey's sake, and then. I said, do they make you say that? And she said, no, I'm telling you, for Mickey's sake, you need to figure out what to do here. And I literally, for a second, stopped and thought, do I want to do Disneyland sober? And I almost left, but we had paid like $300 for these tickets. So we decided to just get rid of them, and we went in. But they missed a few mints that we had in a Ziploc bag, so we still had a really great day. We were high the whole day.